let's get reading. I am going to share my screen with you. I'm going to write a word on the board. And then I'm going to talk about it. If my writing is unclear, please just be dead honest. Say, nope, Tanya, that is not working for me. Just put a thumbs down. Maybe it might be easier to put that so that I can change it. I'll do my best. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to talk you through what's happening here. So, saying the normal j sound. Here we have, sorry, I think I need to do this. Oh, no. Here we have UR says So we can have IR, UR, or ER, and they all say Then the I is making its short sound because of the confident rule. Then we have U making the long sound oo, because there is a tap two in the next one or two taps. There's a vowel in the next one or two taps. Then we have E saying its short sound because there is no vowel in the next one or two taps. And when you have a C followed by an E, the sound the C makes its soft sound S, and the E is silent. That E's job is purely to make that C sound like a S. Okay. So I'm not, when I cross it out, it just means it's a silent E. It still must be spelled there. All right. So I would like you to read the word. All right. So try and read the word. We've got J, E, S, U, D, E, N, S. I'm going to give you a second to read it. Okay. All right. Then here are your syllables. So, J, jur, is, jur, ru, juris, d, ens, dense, jurisprudence. All right, how did that one go? I think you also do I don't know if it's M, or H, or if it's A and almost and got it, or almost and yes, and almost. All right, just go ahead and let me decipher what you've got. Okay, almost and hard. All right, so jurisprudence. This is the theory or the philosophy of law. Jurisprudence. Okay. Remember that E at the end, I'm just crossed it out because it's a silent E. It still is supposed to be spelled there. The next word I want you to spell is this word. I want you to read is this word. Up. We're not in spelling. We're in reading. Okay, here you go. All right, and the word is okay. So in this word, AU says oh. It's a deep oh. You're going to drop your jaw just a little bit more. The short sound, the short R sound, drop that a little bit deeper. Oh. All right. Then you have ER. When you see ER toward the end, now you're going to say toward the end. Remember, this is a suffix. Okay, we spoke about this. Actually, for those of you who are in the spelling class, we spoke about it in the spelling class. I'll get to that now. So the base word is going to be here. When we have ER toward the end of a long word, that follows by a vowel, I is a vowel, then ER sounds like air. And remember this because you're going to use this rule just now again. So we have the deep R sound. We have ER close to the end of a long word followed by a vowel says air. And ITY at the end of a word says itty. It is a suffix and it changes the meaning. So it changes, what does it say? The meaning, it means that the state of something, it changes the state of something. So it goes from this to this. I'm going to say, okay, so ITY at the end of a word says itty. I is a short sound. And E makes the long E sound when it's towards the end of a long word, and when it's at the end of a long word. All right. I want you to go ahead and I want you to read this word. Oh. All right. Okay. I'll give you a few more seconds. Okay. Good. All right. So this one we have os, ost, austere, austerity, 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 austerity. If I'm saying that beginning part a little bit weird, it's the South African accent. I do apologize. So austerity, meaning sternness. Okay. So the deep sound, itty is the suffix found at the end of a base word. It changes austere to austerity. So it changes the meaning from austere to austerity. All right, easy, medium, or yes, or almost. Yes or almost, let me know. Great, super duper. Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you, thank you. All right, there's a few more coming in. Let's see. All right, good. Okay, now on to our next word. The next word we have is, here. Okay, so in this word, I is going to make it short sound e. This is a prefix. So it's a group of letters added to the beginning of a base word that give it a different meaning. And I think it means not. Yeah, meaning not. N means not. Okay, we have A making its long sound because there is a vowel in the next one or two taps. We have TI saying shh because TI says shh when the next, towards the end of a long word, when the next letter is a vowel. All right. This O is going to make the schwa sound. I want to just add this here. There's a base word, there's a suffix. Okay, so O is towards the end of a long sound, so it makes the lazy sound, the schwa sound. And then we have, and I told you to watch out for this, we have AR says air when it's at the end or towards the end of a long word that ends with a vowel. And this is why it's acting as a vowel. It's making the long E sound. So we learned earlier on that ER followed by a vowel, I'm going to put your vowel, and AR followed by a vowel towards the end of a long word can say air. Okay. All right. So have I done everything? All right. So we're going to put these syllables. The syllables would be there. And if you want, I can move out those other lines if they're confusing you. And maybe improve that one. Okay, go ahead, read that word for me. Okay. Let's get reading. Okay, let's go ahead. So we have, although I've got it as a prefix, they are two separate sounds. I, n, l, a, sh, a, n, air, e, in, inflate, inflation, inflationary, 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 meaning causing inflation. So that airy has changed the noun inflation to an adjective, inflationary. A or Y? How did you do? Okay. A or Y? Go ahead and tell me A or Y. How did you do? Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perhaps we see this word so often in our everyday news that we're just so familiar with it. And remember, if you know what these words are by sight, please still follow along because the rules you're learning as we speak about the rules in regarding each sound, you get to apply that to another word at some other stage in your life. So don't just like switch off. Keep peeled to the lesson. All right, so let's see if we got, okay, what I want you to do now is I'm going to just scroll back here. I want you to read this word. Okay, and the word is jurisprudence. I want you to read the next word. And it is austerity. I want you to read the third word. And it is inflationary. All right, good job. Thank you. All right, let's get into the next word. The next word is I'm doing it again. Sorry, beautiful people. I'm sure you will forgive me. Okay, let's get into it. Now you know how many sounds are in the word. Let's write the sound, write the word. That's a D. All right, let's talk about this. So we have the U is making its short sound because there is no tattoo. We have I, confident rule, making its short sound because it's in the middle of two syllables, confident rule. We have this I. Yes, it is in the middle of not two syllables. It's at the end syllable, but it is in the middle of two vowels. But it's the end syllable. We have a silent E, and its job is to make this say its long sound most of the time. In this word, it says its long sound I, and then a nice vibration on that Z. Okay, so the word, let's break it up. Oh, you disappeared. Okay, it's all right, so you've got and these two make one sound. Okay, go ahead and read this word. All right. And the word is s a d s e d I z subsidize subsidize. All right, subsidize. Y or A? Go ahead and put in your Q&A what it is. Y or A? How is that one? excellent. Good, 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 good. All right, we have most of you saying you got it most. All right, cool. Let's see the next one. Last one, possibly. Do I have a fourth one? We have 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's just do this one. Okay, so we have. Okay, what do you need to know about this? E is making its long sound. All right. QU is a grapheme that says, so you hear this, AW. The U is silent. E is making its short sound because it is a middle syllable. Yeah, confident rule. Then E is making its short sound because of confident rule, middle syllable. We have this I makes its long sound E. And here's the reading rule. Because when you have I, why is it? Oh, because when you have I towards the end of a long word that is followed by a vowel, toward the end, when you have I toward the end of a long word that is followed by a vowel, the I says E. And you hear the U saying its short sound Okay. Is that right? Yes, I've got it. So if I had to break this up, it would be over here. Sorry, it's breaking it up between the B and R. My mistake. All right. So long E, another long, short 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 A. All right, we are done in a second. Let's get this. All right, and the sounds for these are E, L, B, R, E, A, M. Equilib, equilibri, equilibrium, when two opposing things balance. Okay, and I would like you to go back and I'd like you to read from the top, the first one. Jurisprudence. The next one. Austerity. The next one. Inflationary. And then we have subsidize. And then we have equilibrium. Okay. Why is the E? It's hard sound. E. So if you're talking about this E is the long sound because there is a vowel in the next one or two taps. If you tap the Q and you tap the U is still there. It might be silent, but it's still in the word. So therefore it acts as a vowel in the next one or two taps. Therefore the E makes its long sound. So that was, why does the E make its long sound? All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to go 2 minutes over. I'm terribly sorry. You are wonderful. I have really loved teaching you, and I look forward to a future opportunity to do that again. May you have a delightful Christmas. May you have a safe, festive season, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. I'm sure April will be with you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.